Alright, so these problems are added to the review, so this video needed to be added to it as well. So now, we're dealing with two interest problems, and this is a formula we want to use. Remember that A is the total amount you will have, okay? P is the principal, meaning what you start out with, the money, money you start out with. Okay, that 1 stands for that principal, the 100% of it, because your rate is adding to 100% of what you already have. Now the R is the rate, and we always deal with it as a decimal. So if I'm looking at number 23, 4,300 invested, so that tells me right there that's the principal, at a rate of 2.8%, so make it a decimal, move it twice, so 0.028, compounded annually for 15 years. T stands for time. So that's T. So it really comes down to just plugging in the information. We want to find A, so principal times 1 plus the rate, 0.028, to the 15th. And really, on your calculator, you just want to enter it in like that. Don't worry about trying to figure it out a little bit at a time. I mean, I guess you could combine that, but I just like to write it exactly the way it is, because then I know I'm not making any stupid mistakes and screwing things up. So type that in, and we get our amount is, after 15 years, $6,506.77. Not too bad for just having it sit there. But there's even a better way. Okay, I was reading about this on the news, that Legos are a great investment. Okay, so let's write our formula here. Okay, that some sets of Legos really have a high percentage of interest, and if you resell them, you can really make quite a bit of money. I think one of the most famous ones grew at like 2,000%, which is insane. That kind of amount of growth. Okay, so let's identify. You are collecting Lego sets as an investment for the future. You buy a new Star Wars set, Arendelle Castle Celebration, since Lego and Disney are joining together, at $59.99. You hold on to it for 6 years and have an annual rate of 25%. How much will you be able to sell it for in 6 years? So, 6 years, that's our time, right? Our rate is 25, so we make it 0.25, and our principal, $59.99. So we want to know what we can sell this for in 6 years. Of course, that's if you can refrain from actually opening the box and playing with it, which for some of us that's very difficult, especially Arendelle Castle Celebration. So I type my stuff in just to the calculator, just as it is, hit enter, and we get $228.84, which really isn't that bad. It doesn't seem like a lot, but considering you only paid $60 for it and then just let it sit there and did nothing with it, okay, you're almost quadrupling the amount of money it's worth just by giving it 6 years. Not a bad investment. But like I said, that's not even, they can do a lot better than that on some of those. So there's our review. Make sure you're ready for the test.